The global markets are collapsing and the bear market is here officially for Bitcoin, crypto and stock market as well. Almost everything is down in the last few days: gold, silver, Bitcoin, crypto and tech stocks as well. But guess what? The money is not disappearing. The money is going somewhere always. It was very strange the last few days that even gold and silver was going 20 to 30% down in 24 hours. Actually, Bitcoin held it better than gold and silver. And the thing here is that the entire world order is changing. The new investment strategies for 2026 have changed, has shifted completely compared to what was until now. The macroeconomic changes from Jerome Powell announcing that he doesn't know exactly when he's going to lower more the rates, and then just next day Trump announcing the new Fed chair, which caused 31% fall in the silver price and 20% on the gold price. And then we had announcement of earnings from Microsoft, Amazon, Google and Tesla, and all of that created such a shake in the market, which the markets right now doesn't know exactly what will happen, and they are all liquid in cash. Who is losing and who is winning? Unfortunately, the average investors, the retail investors are losing because they're getting liquidated, and then the institutional investors who are positioning themselves with cash right now waiting to see more stability in the market, and especially what the new Fed chair will announce and what will be his position in the market. Is he going to be forced to lower more the rates or not? 2025 was already quite uncertain and strange year for the investments. It was such a huge shift, and 2026 is even more uncertain. So the shift in the investment has changed so dramatically that now the investors are not looking to invest anymore in 2026 to future promising ideas. They are focusing more on assets like Google. Google, for example, did quite well in 2026. It went up 100%, and looks like right now actually is the biggest winner and the king of AI in the market. Forget about ChatGPT, Microsoft, they are the losers in the game. Google is pioneering and is far ahead from anyone else. Obviously, Tesla is following all the same trend, but Google is the big winner in this case. Silver also was the winner for 2025 and is still going to be the winner also for 2026. A few days ago, we got the numbers of the job cuts for January and were shocking, more than 200% up. That will force the existing Fed chair and the Fed entirely, and also the new one, to actually lower more the interest rates. And that's why you as retail investors should position yourself, and when there is blood in the streets, it's a very basic rule that is the best time to fill your bags. If you're looking for something for long term, for the next 3, 4, 5 or 10 years from now, it is the best time to position yourself in hard assets. The investors in 2026 are still focusing in hard assets and also more in infrastructure, energy, anything that has to do with data centers and producing money right here and right now, not just something that will happen at some point in the future. That's why we are not seeing almost anything in the altcoins, and even Bitcoin has been suffering the last few months because it was supposed to be the one in the uncertainty, to be, you know, in the same way as the gold, and to be the digital gold. But we saw gold and silver doing even better, and Bitcoin actually not that good as it was supposed to do. So now for Bitcoin and crypto, it looks like they are just following a 4-year cycle, or at least until we see some new shifts in the market from the existing Fed, or actually more from the new one that will take office from May 2026, in a few months from now. And if we're going to see any uptrend in the Bitcoin and crypto, most probably it's going to happen by the end of this year and early of 2027. So personally, what I'm doing right now is that I'm positioning myself to different assets and different industries, not just Bitcoin. I'm positioning myself to Bitcoin, silver, gold, Google, Tesla, Nasdaq 100, and several other ones. Those are especially the main investments that I'm doing for 2026, because it's not anymore these opportunities that you were just betting this altcoin and that altcoin here and there. Not right now the time for altcoins yet. Despite being in deep, maybe probably some altcoins like Solana or BNB or these ones, you know, the big ones for long term, but for altcoins is not the time to position yourself. The time right now is to position yourself with big winners. That's my opinion. That's what I do. It's not a financial or investment advice. This is what I'm doing, and this is what I will say to somebody if he asks my opinion right now. And things are changing so fast. So definitely Trump wants a weak dollar. Actually, that's something good for the economy, because unfortunately the complexity of the economy has been built in that way, that if you want growth in the economy, you need a weaker dollar. and the weaker dollar will result in the increase of the value on assets like silver, gold, Bitcoin, anything that is more scarce, real estate, stock market over time, etc. That's why we'll see S&P 500 compared, and Nasdaq also has better also return of investment compared to S&P 500. And this year I'm starting my investment in the eToro platform, and I'm positioning myself there. You can see my portfolio, you can follow me there, and you can see also my public portfolio there, and you can choose to copy me if you want as well. So 2026 is going to be a very interesting year, and unfortunately the ones that will win in 2026 with their investments are going to be the ones that will be catching up with the news and adopting the new changes. If you think that you were just going to buy some altcoins and wait for the next bull run market and I don't know, maybe some stocks here and there, you won't profit anymore. At least give your money to fund or somebody else to manage it for you, because the things are changing so fast. And in this race, unfortunately, the institutions are winning because they have whole systems with algorithms and teams to analyze, to predict the movements, to see, to position themselves exactly. For example, they start shorting the silver at $118 and close their position exactly at $72 in the bottom of the first correction of silver, which was 31% in 24 hours once Trump announced a new Fed chair. So it is quite chaotic right now, the market. This is negative from the perspective of like what's going to happen with your current investment if you're expecting just gains, and from the other side is the best time to enter the market, because when it's the blood in the streets, as long as this market works in this way, it will never be away. This is the basic rule that you should always keep on, and it's very easy to see that. You just have to see the motion of the market, and right now is extreme fear. Unfortunately or fortunately, the market moves based on the emotions, on the psychology, not necessarily on the analytics, except a few other ones that have algorithms like big institutions, etc. So that's what I'm doing myself. I'm investing in these assets, and obviously more and more in cash flow to increase my cash flow so I can just buy more assets over time. So that's all I got for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and if you want to join me in eToro, make sure you sign up from the link that you will find down below, or if you don't find it somewhere below here, message me on social media and I will send you a link, exclusive link with 10% from your deposit, so you can get in Tesla, BNB, Bitcoin, or Google stock. That's all I got for today. See you in the next one.